Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the San Diego podcast. As always, we appreciate you tuning in. We are now on episode 5. If you've been listening to all these, we really appreciate the support. As always, I'm Jake Ortiz. I'm here with my partner and co-host Nick Collins over there. Um, we were on a little bit of a hiatus. I had taken a trip to San Diego with my fiance, so we missed a podcast there. But we're going to try to double up, take a couple of episodes out here so that we make up for lost time. Brother, how are you feeling after our Series W today against the Giants?
Feeling good about that one. But I just gotta preface by saying if we got some SD podcast fanatics already, then blame this guy for blame him. He it's his fault that he came into town. That we weren't pumping him out. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, no, good series W today. Um, and Duhar is just unbelievable. Merrill's raking again, which is awesome to see. Machado 0 for 12 in the series, right? That's what you said.
Machado is 0 for 12 in this series. It was weird.
Yeah,
It was like, yeah, he was slumping in the beginning of the season, as we talked about. He usually does in April, and then right at the end of April, it looked like that bat got hot, um, showing some promise, and as he always does.
yeah,
And then he cooled right back down again. I don't know if that's got something to do with the. I mean, there he had a bit of an injury, right? There was two
yeah, yeah.
doubles, two hustle doubles where he slid into second base, and it just kind of seemed like he maybe messed up his knee a little bit, or it could have even been just scraping up his leg because he was putting all of his body weight on that left leg while he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
sliding in. So I was hoping that that's what it was, but all of a sudden the bat's ice cold again. So I don't know if he doesn't feel right or what it is, but
yeah,
honestly, it's never great going over in a whole series, but
yeah,
I'm still not really that worried about Manny. I
yeah.
think he'll be just fine. So
Um, I mean, it's baseball, bro. You know what I mean? People are going to go 0 for 12,
yeah,
0 for 15. They're going to go on stints like that. Is his bat a little colder than I would like to see this early in the season? Yeah, definitely. You like to give him excuses and shit. Oh, it's early season, Manny. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. But yeah, no.
you
But
can't
them,
bat 400, 500 all season long. There's going to be ebbs and flows,
yeah, yeah, nah. But
Um,
they're playing baseball, brother. It's these dudes are facing 96, 97. Velocity's getting ticked up every season. Like Tommy John is more prominent than ever because dudes are just blowing their arm out. It's like the hardest thing to do in sports, bro. Hit a baseball, you know. So,
yeah,
um,
yeah.
as long as it's hey, as long as you don't go on that Jake Cronenworth run, you're good in my book.
Dude, I want to back it up real quick because you were just talking about how all the added velo, Tommy John being more prominent than ever.
Yeah,
I want to. Do we've given Mason Miller nothing but flowers
yeah.
every possible episode. Oh, shout out Sarah Bell for hitting that little follow button.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Sarah Bell?
Oh yeah. On God.
Sarah Bell.
Sarah Bell, if you know, you know about that one. Oh man.
No, yeah, you're right, bro. Velocity's ticking up, and lots of people are out getting Tommy John. And now here we have Mason Miller coming in closing games for us, pulling back and still shoving 101 and 102 down the pipe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's he's taking velo off of that to protect his arm
yeah,
because he could get that thing up to 104, and he
yeah,
chooses not to. We see him right now sitting. His average fastball is still the highest in the league at, I believe, 101.5, which is
yeah.
absolutely
It's just
bonkers.
it's
But
insane,
like,
dude.
yeah, yeah. So to be able to pull velo off to try to protect your arm and still your average fastball being the highest in the league, this guy's
Yeah,
he's an alien.
yeah. He's an
He's not
alien.
even human.
I heard him.
He's not even
I heard him
human. So
saying that he tries to up his velocity every year. Uh, what did he? What was his highest? 104.5.
104, I somewhere around there. I don't have the exact
It was
number
like
on me. This is what
104.5,
we
I
need
think.
Zach for.
It
This is what we
was.
need Zach up in here
Oh,
for.
I know. Second podcast in a row.
I
Um,
know. We need to get him in here.
No, but I heard him talking about it. He's saying he's hoping he can hit 105 plus this season, like not like round it up, you know. And he's been able to
Yeah.
up his velocity every season. And he said that he said that playoff game at Petco Park would probably bring that out of him. So
That would be absolutely insane.
yeah, and he said that on the DSG podcast. So I'm just going to shout them out for bringing me that info because that's the only way I got that info. Um, but yeah, I mean, dude, players are going to slump, dude. Like I said, as long as you don't, dude, you got to be in the 200s, brother. I mean, holy, like you're at the end of the day, bro. You are a MLB player. You're expected to hit. You're expected to come up in clutch situations and be able to hit. If you're in that starting nine, you're in that starting nine for a reason. You know what I mean? So you need to be able to perform when it matters most. I'm not saying every single time, bro. You're not always going to be coming up with bases loaded, hitting a grand slam. But um, yeah, if you're on a generational run like Cronenworth, dude, it's about time they found a way to get him out of the lineup. I don't know why. Maybe it is a true concussion. I'm not. I don't believe it, to be honest. I don't. That thing happened like 2.5 weeks ago or something. So I don't really believe it. But if he's saying that he saw a breaking ball and he swore that it was 2 feet outside and it was right down the cock, if that's true, which I don't believe, but if it is true, yeah, brother, take a few days off. Do what you got to do because you're not seeing the ball right. No matter what, he's not seeing the ball right. Even if it was before the concussion, he wasn't seeing the ball right. So I hope he's just in
Yeah.
the cage doing what he can do. Just, bro, even sometimes just taking a few days off, getting your mind right, getting the pressure off him. Um, I don't hate the guy. I want to see him come up and I want to see him rake, but I do believe that the, I do believe of just a little bit I've seen, people are in the comments hating on me on the Instagram at SD Podcast. That's SDPAD Cast. They're in the comments hating on me because I said that uh, uh, Sung Moon Song. I said that right.
Yep.
Um, because I said that he was unbelievable. Okay, yeah, I said it after one game. If you don't think that coming up in your second MLB at bat against Logan Webb, you get a 2-run RBI double off the freaking. You get a 2 RBI double off the wall. If you don't think that's unbelievable, you're off your rocker. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
for me, the potential, I see more potential in SMS than I do Cronenworth. Especially at this point in the season, there's just I see more upside to him. He's not going to be a super bad detriment in the field, and just off his approach, he's not super in his head. He's not hitting a buck 46. He already has half the fucking RBIs that Cronenworth has on the year, and he's played one game. So, yeah,
Yeah.
no, like, yeah, did I jump the gun by saying, yeah, I was gassing him up after his first AB, but, or after his first game, but I mean, it was worth it, in my opinion. And, yeah, go ahead.
I want to add that it wasn't just the one AB, which I will go back and say is super impressive. And Logan Webb finished fourth in National League Cy Young voting last season.
Yeah,
Okay. Sure. He had a bad game. We also have a potent offense when our offense wants to come through. And to rope a double, you know, one bouncer off the wall in left center
yeah,
to drive into is incredible in its own. And then he gets another AB, comes up, shows some heart and hustle, right? This is what we talked about this in the last podcast. We get no hustle out of players like Manny.
no,
I get it. He's slow and he's not going to, leg out singles and injure
yeah,
himself all the time. I do get it. But Sung Moon Song showing that heart and hustle, legging out, trying to leg out that single, putting pressure on the defense, forcing an error,
mm-hmm,
reaching first base, right, is already great. And then immediately jumps, steals second base,
forces an
forces
error.
another error, right? The throw from the catcher goes into center field, and then he takes third on that.
Yeah,
And then guess what?
yeah,
Next batter up, collects a hit, drives him in.
yeah,
That's manufacturing runs. That's not something that we're seeing out of Jake Cronenworth right now. And I hate to say it because I love Jake Cronenworth, but it's true. We're not getting any offensive production out of Jake right now.
yeah,
And yeah, it was just refreshing to see somebody fill in that second base spot
yeah,
and get us some offensive production and
yeah,
look great defensively too. Looked great. He
yeah,
didn't get
yeah.
a whole lot of balls batted his way, But when he did, look routine, like he's been doing it for years, and he has, because everybody thinks that this is some young kid that's a rookie. He's 30 years old.
29. I
He's 30
read.
years old, huh?
I read 29.
You're right. He's turning 30 soon.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
he's a veteran out of the Korean league. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been playing for years,
Yeah.
so he looks like he
Yeah.
fits right in out there on an MLB diamond.
Yeah. It's his rookie year, his first MLB game. Whatever, bro. This dude knows how to play baseball. If you're stepping in that field, I don't care if it's your first game. I don't care. You know how to play baseball. So it's like, what was I going to say? This dude has 7 seasons, 6 or 7 seasons in the KBO.
KBL,
Yeah, whatever the hell.
yeah.
Like this dude, and I messed up and I called him a kid in the video, but I don't even give a shit, honestly. Like,
No, I wasn't even referring to you. There are people
yeah,
in the comments, talking about, this kid, he came in there and he was all fired up for his first time. He's
yeah,
not a
yeah, yeah,
kid.
yeah,
He's a
yeah, yeah,
grown ass
yeah.
man.
That's a
He's
grown
a
ass
veteran
man.
out of the KBL.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, no, yeah. So that, like you said, that was just absolutely refreshing to see. Love seeing that, like that type of production, um, out of the lower part of the lineup, and honestly, they've been doing that all season because like our big guys are they weren't. Merrill's just starting to come through. Manny slow. Tatis was hitting good at the beginning of the year, but just like I said a few podcasts ago, if he doesn't hit a home run, he's going to get in his head and he's going to start slumping. And he's hitting what, less than 250 now, 250 somewhere right around there. He was like
Yep.
280,
Yep.
285, and it's like, brother,
Yep.
I understand. Yes, I just seen an interview with this guy too, talking about the only stat he cares about is home runs. Like he doesn't really track stats. The only stats that he tracks is home runs. And it's like, yeah, sure, brother. That's all fine and dandy. That's what got you that big ass contract. But bro, you got to get up. If you're not hitting, if the long ball's not coming, bro, it's all good, dude. Like, just get up there and hit a line drive. The long ball's gonna come. Like you don't need to get in your head about it. But
Yeah.
back on the SMS thing, uh, you said that he legged out that single. That's what I loved about Ha-Sung Kim. It took Ha-Sung Kim a long time to come around and get adjusted to the velo and stuff. But he I don't care. Yes, he rockets one to shortstop. He's not going to sprint it out. But anything other than a rocket in the infield, he's sprinting it out. He's playing the game hard, bro. That's how I was taught to play the game. These 12-year-olds now, brother, oh my God. These kids are raking one. They're pimping it, and it's not even out, and they're pimping it. They're bat flipping on a double. And it's like, I would have got benched for 2 weeks if I pulled some shit like that. Like, you haven't
Yeah.
made it to
Yeah.
the bigs yet, dude. Like, chill out. But yeah, that's just that type of baseball that I love seeing. That hard,
Yeah.
hard baseball. Playing hard,
Hmm.
and that kid had
Yeah.
it, or that kid, whatever, dude. He looks young as hell. The dude's Asian. Like he
He
looks
does.
young as
Yeah.
hell.
He does look young. You know what's funny about having a guy like Sung Moon Song in your clubhouse is that uh, for some reason he's a total vibe supplier. Him and Ha Sung Kim too. It's something about um, there's a language barrier, right? So a lot of these guys don't speak Korean. He doesn't speak fluent English yet. Um, and so all these guys, they're all curious about each other. They're wanting him to feel comfortable in the clubhouse, right? Trying to be good teammates. And the only way that they can show that, because they can't communicate well, is through straight up support mid ball game. That's the best thing that they can do. So you see this kid do absolutely anything, and that dugout is fired up, fired up. I
Yeah,
mean, he hit a double, and they're damn near jumping over the dugout wall like
yeah,
he just hit a walk off granny. You know,
yeah,
so it's stuff like that too. Like coming through and supporting your guy, it's bringing the clubhouse together too. We
yeah.
saw that with Ha-Sung Kim, and we're seeing it again with Sung Moon Song.
Fun
Total vibe
fact.
suppliers, and I'm fucking here for it.
Fun fact that I'm not so sure if it's a fact. So just take it with a grain of salt. But I heard that Ha Sung Kim, when he was on the team, he knew how to speak Spanish, so they would just speak Spanish to each other. So like
That
there,
is it. Yeah, it's correct.
yeah,
Yeah,
there wasn't really a language barrier after all. But
yeah.
yeah, no, dude, I don't know what it is, bro. These like foreign players, but like technically Tatis is foreign. I'm not gonna lie, it's usually the Asian players, like the you know I'm gonna call
Yeah.
a spade. It's usually the Asian players that that bring these vibes out of nowhere, and you kind of just bro. I'm this dude's hitting in the 9 spot, and he walks up to the plate today. Goes over 2. My bad if I said that he's unbelievable and he went over 2 and then he got substituted for. I don't give a piss about none of that. He walks up to the plate and I'm excited. I was like excited to watch him walk up to the plate today.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just a breath of fresh air. I'm not gonna lie. Jay Cronenworth's walking up to the plate with 2 outs. I'm like, oh, we're already in the next inning. It's chalked.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's that sounds so bad, but I mean that's the truth, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna call a spade, and that's just how I felt when he would walk up to the plate. It's like there's no excitement when he would walk up to the plate, and
It's been true. It's been that way for weeks, dude, and
yeah,
it sucks. It
yeah,
really does suck. Yeah, I can't say it enough, dude. Big fan of Jake Cronenworth, but getting no production, it doesn't matter, how much of a fan I am of Jake Cronenworth, and how much, I've loved him as a player for 6 years. When you're producing on a scale that Jake Cronenworth is producing,
yeah,
something has to be done. And I want to go back to what we were talking about on Jake earlier, and you were saying that you don't believe that this was that it's a true concussion. It's not, and let me tell you why. Sports medicine is so good at what they do. They are so good at what they do. They know if you have a concussion. I don't
yeah,
care how mild it is. They know if you have a concussion. He's fine.
yeah.
They're giving him some time off to get his head right, figure out what's going on. And apparently he was feeling sick. He was feeling ill somehow. I mean, maybe
In
he
the
had some
altitude,
altitude sickness.
yeah,
We went from Denver to Mexico City, 2 mile high stadiums back to back. Um, and it's maybe he never recovered. I know that some of the guys on the broadcasting team too that traveled with the team, they were struggling.
yeah,
These guys were sick and throwing up while trying to do their jobs too. Altitude sickness is a real thing. I'm not making up excuses for Jake. He needs to
yeah,
put bat to ball
yeah.
because it's getting bad. He looks fine on the diamond. He looks fine, uh, but you cannot hit 146 on a big league roster and expect to be a guy that's in there in
Yeah.
the starting 9 more often than not.
The only two
You can't
people
do
that are
it.
allowed
So
to do this and still be in the lineup every day is Tatis and Machado, and probably Bogarts because they're on huge ass contracts. If you're not on a huge
yeah.
ass contract like that, get him out the lineup, bro. He's not producing. I don't care if he's on an $80 million contract. You know
How
what?
about Bogey? How about
Hold
Bogey?
on,
Real quick.
hold up. We'll get to
Go
Bogey in a
ahead. But
minute.
I'm on this, man.
I got a question for you in a second, but this
Okay.
dude, I read that he's 1 for 19 last 10 games or something. Cronenworth.
Yes, that is correct.
I mean, and until this whole injury thing, I'm like, guaranteed he starts tomorrow. Guaranteed. It's like other than
Yeah.
the few starts that Tatis got at second base, it's guaranteed this dude's starting. And I'm like, but you want to pull Andujar out the lineup? It's just some of. We'll get to Stammen. We'll get to Stammen later. But so, Do you think? Because clearly Jake, in an interview said like, yeah, I think I have a concussion, blah blah blah. Yeah, I passed the test, but blah blah blah. This blah blah blah. You think that was all just scripted? Like, this is what you're gonna say?
I didn't see that interview. See, I
No,
didn't see that. But maybe,
he was on an
maybe. I
interview
mean,
saying like, yeah, I just he was just spewing a bunch of bullshit in an interview like right before the game. That's when I saw it.
listen, all of these guys, every one of these guys on this roster is media trained. All of them. Every one of them are media trained.
Yeah,
Um, and part of that big giant paycheck that they get is doing what you're told and saying what they're told to say.
yeah,
So it wouldn't surprise me in the least.
yeah,
And it's and every MLB team does it. It's not
yeah,
so
yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me at all. It also doesn't. I don't care. If they felt the need to script that, uh,
yeah,
to come up with an excuse, just to put Jake Cronenworth on the IL and open up a roster spot for
Mm-hmm.
Sung Moon Song to come in there and fill in.
Like
That's fine. I get it. Everybody else is doing it too.
you can either
So
do this, or you can go down to AAA. But we don't want to send you down to AAA, and I know your ass don't want to go down to AAA. So why don't you do
we
this right
can't
here?
send him down to AAA. We'd have to pass him through waivers, and I
Really?
guarantee you, Jake Cronin. Yeah, he doesn't have options. Yeah,
What do you mean?
if
See, I don't know how this shit
we can't,
works.
you have to have options with these players to be able to send them down to AAA.
Oh,
So
option down to
uh,
AAA.
you have to option them down to AAA. And if you don't have that, and you want to send them down to AAA, or you for whatever reason can't justify keeping him on your roster, then you have to DFA him
Mm,
and hope and pray that he passes through waivers and stays in your AAA.
yeah,
Um, and that's by the way, like the number one reason why we haven't sent any of like our starting rotation that has been struggling. The reason we haven't sent any of those guys down is because we don't have options with a lot
yeah,
of these
yeah,
guys. Matt Waldron, if we can't just send Matt Waldron down to AAA, we would have to DFA him and hope that he makes it through waivers. And of all the guys on our roster right now, Matt Waldron is probably the most likely to make it through waivers because for any of these other 29 major league teams to claim him on waivers, they would have to immediately put him on their major league roster. There's
mm,
no, oh, we're claiming him and we're going to put him in our AAA. It doesn't work like that. You have to have a major league spot ready
yeah,
for him.
yeah.
So,
And even he's probably not making it through waivers, honestly. Especially after the outing he
I,
had today.
eh,
Yeah, I had a great. Hey, shout out Matt Waldron. We were dogging on bro. I said I never want to see him start in another big league uniform again. Like, but hey, make me eat those words, bro. I hope Jake Cronenworth makes me eat these words that I'm saying. But it's like
I still have,
I can't sit here and not say what I'm seeing. Like I'm seeing dog
yeah,
shit starts and I'm seeing dog shit hitting at a Cronenworth. Like I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna say what I see. But I got a little nitpick. We're gonna go back to the interview thing. I got a little nitpick, might be a little nitpicky, whatever, about
okay.
Manny Machado. Dude, I'm all for I'm all for not doing the scripted bullshit, showing how you really feel. Bro, stop being just a dickhead to the interviewers though. This dude's just being a dickhead. And I don't like that shit. Like, everybody's just right here doing their job, brother. Just how you're getting paid
Yeah.
$300+ million to play the game and do interviews and put up with the bullshit. They're getting paid nothing compared to you, brother, to ask you these questions. They don't want to be in here asking you these questions either, bro. I'll guarantee you it. So just quit being a fucking just straight dickhead to him. That's all. That's my one nitpick. There's been a couple interviews where I'm like, I like Manny a little bit less now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Just off these interviews that he's doing. But hey, I get it. After a playoff game, bro, you're eliminated. Oh man, get that shit out my fucking face. But like, bro, you lose a regular season game in the middle or in the early part of the season, whatever. Don't be a dickhead to him. You know, I don't know. That's my 2 cents on that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna add my 2 cents into that, but your last two sentences were exactly what I was gonna say.
yeah,
So
dude. It's like,
yeah, dude,
yeah,
I'm with you on it. I get it. Like you said, playoff game, tensions are high. You're pissed off. I get it. Uh, it's just a random interview in April after a close game that you lost, and you're just like saying that it's a stupid question. I'm not even going to answer that. Come on, bro.
yeah, yeah.
They're just doing their job. Like, just answer the fucking
Just
question.
answer the question, bro. Yeah, like,
All of a sudden, your paycheck's so high. You don't, I don't know. Has that gotten to your head,
man,
Manuel?
man.
I don't know.
I like shout out Logan Webb too. I saw Bro's interview from his start yesterday. He's like, I just pitched like dog shit today. I don't know what to
Yeah,
tell you.
yeah,
Hey, that's that
yeah,
shit that I like. Like
yeah.
Toddy's interview when they got eliminated last season. We just need to fucking hit. Like those are I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I respect that. Own up to that.
Yeah.
Own up to your bad. Own up to the bad. Own up to the good. But like, don't just be a dickhead to the
Don't
interviewer. That's what I.
don't take it out on the media team.
Yeah, that's what
No
I don't like.
reason for that.
Yeah, exactly.
No reason for that.
But Bogey goes boom. What's up with
Bogey goes
Bogey?
boom. Dude, this guy, like, first of all, he's been raking, and I can only imagine that you got to get everybody days off, and so I'm sure that this was a scheduled day off for Bogarts that was way in advance. Uh, but I had tuned out because I was at work when they pulled Sung Moon Song and put Bogarts in there. Do you know why they pulled Sung Moon Song? Did they just want to pinch hit
I think he
Bogarts in there?
literally just went 0 for 2, and then they wanted to put Ty France in
Just
there.
went
I
over two
wasn't
and
it.
wanted to put Bogey in.
I thought it was Ty France, but I could be wrong.
Well, he had pinch hit Bogey up in there too.
Yeah, at the
Um,
end of the game, they pinch hit Bogey.
uh,
I don't know. I know that Ty.
well, and he was a defensive replacement too.
I think. Okay, yeah, you're probably right. Shortstop for shortstop. I don't know
Hmm.
who substituted for who, but I know Bogey got in that game, and I know he went boom in that game.
On one pitch, one single pitch,
Yeah,
he gets in that box, sees one pitch, and nukes that fucking thing
yeah,
way out of left field for a 2-run shot.
yeah,
This guy is locked in.
yeah.
He is locked in, and I am loving it, dude.
And don't
There have
take
been
him out of the
so
damn
many.
lineup.
No,
Don't take him out of the lineup.
everybody needs days off, but yeah,
No, bro. When
work him
you're
as much as
performing
you
like he's
can.
performing, you don't take him out of the lineup, bro. You don't. This dude's on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's like Tatis getting his first home run of the season. Next game, he's out the lineup. Oh, scheduled day off. No, I guarantee you, Tatis hits his first dinger tomorrow, but there was a scheduled day off for the day after. Screw that day off. I'm in there.
sorry
You
about
know.
that shit, brother.
Sorry
You're
about
in the
that shit.
lineup.
Yeah, yeah. And he better.
Yeah, dude.
Like I bet you he would say like, no, I'm in the lineup. Like
Yeah,
I'm feeling good now.
I
But
wanna
yeah. Everybody needs days off. I get it.
I want to give some props to a couple of other players, and then we're gonna move on to uh I want to move on to what Ty France did today and how all that played out because we got to do our due diligence of ripping Stammen a little bit.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
So
Fucking stamp.
Gavin Sheets today, the AB where he hit that homer. I mean, this was unbelievable too. Um, the AB was a good battle in itself, and then he absolutely cranked one out to right field, and it was just foul and ended
Yeah,
up in the harbor. Um, and we were all thinking that this thing was gone. It was just foul, just foul. Uh, and whenever that happens, you're already thinking like, oh, that was his swing of the at bat. He's gonna strike out or ground out on this next pitch, whatever. No, very next pitch, straightens it out, rushes that thing to right field, fair ball, also in the harbor.
yeah,
Two souvenirs for the folks down there in kayaks.
yeah,
That was super sick.
yeah. No,
So Gavin Sheets stays
that's
locked in with the power swing.
that is so rare. Like I think Mud even said it. Like, when's the last time I saw somebody do that? And I was right there with him. I was already thinking like, this dude just
Yeah,
hit a nuke, but foul. Very next pitch hits a nuke, almost same spot, but fair. It's like
yeah,
I don't know the last time I've seen that. I mean, I've seen it before. It's not like it never happens, but um, yeah, bro. That's partly that's good on the hitter, but that's also just another mistake by the pitcher. Like, dude, he
yeah,
just took that shit. Why are you bringing him back in? He just raked the shit out of it. What do you do? Like, so but that's what good hitters do. They capitalize on mistakes by the pitcher, and this dude did
yep,
just that. And
yep,
yeah, no,
yep.
G Sheets, Derry Bonds is another one, bro. That dude's raking right now. How many dingers has
He's
he got
got
on the
a
season?
like. Oh, that's a good
5 or
question. Zach,
6?
pull it up.
Zach, you're fucking slacking, not showing up for work.
To our listeners, we haven't even invited the kid on yet, dude. Zach, if you're listening to this, I'm gonna be hitting you up soon because I want you in this
uh,
chat dropping stats on us, bro.
his
Um,
that's Zach is Jake's little brother, and he wants to be in here dropping stats in the chat while we
mhm.
record, and it would be very clutch. But this is the second podcast in a row where Jake hasn't let Zach know that we're shooting the damn podcast. But I'm just giving Zach a hard
Exactly.
time, like he's not showing up. I think
Wow.
it's 5 or
Wow, there's
6.
no way this is accurate. There's no way.
Who has the most on the team?
Hold on
Bogey goes boom with 7 of them. Bogey got 7 on the year
a
already,
second.
and I swear his over and under was like 10 or 12.
Damn, dude. Dude, it feels like a lot more than this, but like just guess how many. I mean, that's a big hint too,
5.
but guess how many Yeah, 5.
Yeah,
Sheets has 5 dingers on the season. It feels like way more because he's hitting the ball hard, like gap to gap as well. You know,
yeah,
ripping extra base hits too. So he's starting to feel like that hitter on our team that we can count on for power,
yeah,
but not high average, and that's okay. He's only batting 228 right now, and it just that like sounds low, but he's raking.
yeah. I
So
mean, yeah, that's the thing with, it just depends on the route that he wants to go, but it's kind of like it's written for him, he's going to be that big power hitter. But it's like, dude, see, this the difference. There's different levels to the game, like Schwarber's hitting 220, but with 39 of them, you know,
yeah,
like it's like,
yeah,
holy, I don't know. He has 5 on the year.
Sheets has 5 on the
If
year.
you're going
Yeah.
to hit 220 out of sheets, brother, oh man, see, it's just like, I need 27 of them.
Well, I mean, if he hits homers on the pace that he's hitting right now, he's going to end up with near 30 of them.
That's
He'll
fine.
end up with near 30. He's on the pace for near 30 home runs right now. And, batting 230, 30 homers. I'm very happy with that.
Oh
Do I
man.
think Gavin Sheets is going to hit 30 home runs this year? No. But he's on a torrid pace right now, and I like it.
Yeah. Nah. What was I going to say? There's nothing better than a pinch hit home run too, bro. Like, and Gavin Sheets, if he isn't in the lineup that day for some reason, because Stammen just pulled a Stammen and didn't put a Stammen pulled a Scammon and didn't put him in the damn lineup that day. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Yeah.
you feel that's somebody that you feel good with coming off the bench, and he's done it
Yeah.
before. He's hit a pinch hit home run before, so uh, yeah,
While we're giving flowers to some of these players, we briefly brushed over how Jackson Merrill is doing right now. Um, I just want to say, like, this series in particular, this feels like 2024 rookie year Jackson Merrill. He is tearing the cover off the ball.
yeah,
Well, during this series, he was.
yeah. No,
Hopefully,
this
he can
series,
keep that up.
by the end of this series, I'm almost like, ah, man, he's been doing too good. He don't got it in him this time. Boom in the gap. I'm like,
Another one.
damn,
Yeah.
yeah. It did feel like rookie Jackson, bro. And I just I need more of that. You know,
Yeah.
he's one of the names on the team now. He's one of them names. They mentioned him with Tatis. They mentioned him with Merrill, Bogarts. It's literally,
Hmm.
we called it the Big Four: Merrill, Bogarts, uh, Merrill, Bogarts, Machado, and Toddy. Like, those are the Big
Hmm.
Four on the team. And it's like,
Yep.
with we get the best out of them. I'm tired of that commercial too, Padres. I'm tired of it.
Give us a new one, dude. That thing getting old.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. But
Baseball's
yeah,
back. It's
Merrill
been
just
back for a month and a half. No, go ahead.
Merrill hit a homer in his. I don't remember if it was game 1 or game 2. I think it was game 1, and it was just absolute dead center crushed. He murdered this baseball, and as soon as I saw that come off the bat, I was like, "Holy!" That wasn't no accident. That wasn't no luck. That thing was absolutely smoked.
Yeah,
And I could like just right then and there, I was like, "Is Jack Merrill back?" Like, because dude, it's that
yeah,
kind of hit where I'm like, yeah, I mean, yeah, he's
yeah.
unbelievable. If we can get 2024 caliber Jackson Merrill for the rest of the season, we're gonna be looking pretty good.
We did Manny and Toddy. How many dingers? How many dingers we getting out of Merrill this season?
Merrill, oh man. Well, you know what, dude? Merrill isn't like I mean, he can hit for power, but he's not a massive power guy. He ropes a lot of doubles and triples too. Um, I want to give Jackson Merrill 18 bombs.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's going to be right there. Anywhere from anywhere from 15 to 22, he'll be right there. Uh,
up to 22.
yeah, I can see him if he stays in this form right here, man. who knows how many, but
Who knows?
um,
Yeah.
I'll give him 17 bombs. He's gonna hit one less than Toddy this year.
Yeah, I know. Like last time we talked about that, I said that Tatis. What did I say? Tatis
He's
was going
hit
to hit
24
24,
bombs.
24.
What is that number now?
Man, 20.
He's
I
lost
gotta
four dingers.
believe that once. I gotta believe that once he gets going, he's gonna go.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. But
I have to, dude.
then it's
It's
also like, I mean,
when are you gonna get going?
like Merrill. You said after that hit, you're like, oh shit, he's back. You can kind of see it just in the approach and everything. Um, that's what I need that out of Jake Cronenworth, bro. I need this guy to just come up just with just oozing confidence, walking with a swag. All of a sudden, bro's walking to the plate like his shit don't stink or something. And I just want to be able to just see it on him, like oh, and then just rake one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think once Toddy does that, I want to guarantee it, but I don't know. You never know. Right now, if Tatis hits a home run tomorrow, is he doing his jump swag shit at third? I don't think so.
No, he won't do that.
No,
He because
he
he's
won't
been
do
through
that
this
until he
before
has
where he
like
was.
8.
It won't even be that. He won't do it until he feels it. And I'm telling you right now, like he's like you said, he's in his head, and until he hits his first dinger of the year, um, well, like when he does hit his first dinger of the year, he's gonna want more. And he's talked about it in an interview in an interview before, after he went through a big power slump where he finally hit his first home run after like 30 something days without hitting one, and it rounded third and didn't do his little jump thing. He just rounded the bases. He tagged home, went back in the dugout. And when asked about it after the game, his exact words, "I'm not swaggy right now. I'm not swaggy."
Yeah,
You know, and so until Fernando Tatis Jr. feels swaggy, we're not going to see him, you know, doing his little stutter step at third and pointing up to the sky and dapping up the third base coach.
yeah, he'll
Um,
dap up the third base coach, but unless it's just a big bomb, like a very clutch bomb, we're down 2. This fool comes up in the 8th, hits a 3-run jack. If it's something like that, or a grand slam or something, or a walk off, he'll do it then. Because that's just swaggy. You got to be swaggy if you're pulling that shit off. But like if he just
yeah,
walks up, if he walks up, we're down 4. He walks up in the fucking 9th and hits a fucking solo shot. Nah. Or if he just hits a random home run out of nowhere, nah. Um,
yeah,
but yeah, I need to start seeing like yeah, he's just in his own head. It is what it is. It happens. But I need to see that one swing out of Cronenworth, and I need to see that one swing out of Toddy. That swing where you just know that they're back after it.
yeah. So think about the clutch situation that Fernando just had, and I believe it was the White Sox series. Came up with the bases loaded in the ninth. Had an opportunity to hit a grand slam, no outs, by the way. Uh, could have completely altered this ball game. Uh, think about how that made you feel when Fernando was in the box. Now think about how that same situation would make you feel if Jake Cronenworth were in the box. Now, mind you, Jake Cronenworth has more home runs on the season than Fernando. And yet, if you had to choose, I'm still putting all my money on Fernando in that situation over Jake Cronenworth. And that just goes to show the confidence level that this fan base has, in Fernando than in Jake Cronenworth right now. And sure, like Fernando is still hitting for average right now, but absolutely no power. And that's a situation where, we needed a big hit, And yeah, think about that. How does that make you feel?
I mean, Jake Cronenworth comes up in that situation. I'm saying ball game's over. He's going to ground into a triple play somehow. Ball game's over. But um, yeah, no, zero faith in that guy right now, to be honest. Now Tatis comes up, yeah, you know, you're like, it's more like, oh my god, imagine, right? It's like,
Is
damn
this it? Is this going to
damn,
be it?
yeah,
Right.
like, oh man,
Yeah.
imagine if he does it, bro. And which is good and everything. I love that excitement. Now think about this: Think about Aaron Judge, Schwarber, Otani, Freeman walking up in that situation. You're like, he's got it. Yeah, Toddy's got it in him, but it ain't out and about right now. Those dudes walk up to the plate. You're like, oh, Bryce Harper in that series in the playoffs. That shit's almost like, is this shit fucking scripted, bro? This dude just
Yeah.
that Bryce Harper series, like that Bryce Harper one specifically in the playoffs that year. I'm literally watching it on TV. I'm like, it's just gonna happen. It's written in the stars that it's gonna happen. Next pitch, I'm like, this motherfucker he's like, what? This dude's walking on water right now. It's just like there's certain players like, okay, I'm probably gonna piss some people off. There's superstar players that walk up to the plate in a very clutch situation where their team needs them, and there's not a doubt in no one's mind. You know what I mean? And then there's that next level of star where where Tatis is at right now. I'm not saying Tatis is not a star. He's a star player. He's very exciting to watch. If I would be fucking very pissed if they traded him or something, I'm pissed. Let's not get it twisted. I'm fucking hot. But there's that next level there's that superstar, where it's just like, dude, it's written in the stars. It's going to happen. And then there it goes. And it happens, And Toddy's just not there for me right now. For me personally, it's like, I don't know. There's just still that doubt. It's like, yeah, if he hits a grand slam in that situation, yeah, it's amazing and it's super exciting and everything, but there's still that doubt, like, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? But if, like I said, if those other players step up, there's like not really any doubt. Like, I don't know, it's weird. At the end of the day, they still have to hit a 97 mile an hour, 98. Like it's very hard to do. But there's just, I don't know. Go ahead.
I wonder if that feeling that you have for a lot of these other players comes from the fact that you watch Fernando Tatis Jr. every single day. You watch Manny Machado and Jackson Merrill and Bogarts. You watch them 162 times a year. And what we're seeing out of, Schwarber and Harper and, guys like that, we get the highlights because we're not watching every single day, And so I bet you if you were to ask their fans, they're probably feeling the same way that we're feeling about our superstars, right? Our superstars are still superstars. They're not really superstarring right now, but I believe in them.
Yeah.
I think they'll snap out of it.
Yeah, no, I believe in them. Don't get that twisted. I believe in them for sure.
Yeah. But I think like with the Bryce Harper thing, I mean, that hit that you're talking about, that was the swing of his life. That was his best swing of his career.
Yeah.
To solidify that game against the Padres in the 2022 National League Championship Series. That was the pinnacle of his career so far.
That was unbelievable. But then there's also,
unbelievable.
There's that, right? There's the Freeman Grand Slam against the Yankees. So it's like, yeah, I don't watch
Nestor Cortez.
I don't watch them as often as I watch the Padres, but I have seen them do it in the most clutch situations where they need them the most, and I've never seen that out of the boys, honestly. I mean, I don't want to say never. I've never seen Tatis hit a very clutch home run. I don't know. There's different levels of clutch. There's a clutch. If he would have walked up in that situation and hit a grand slam, oh man, I'm over the moon. It's a topic. I'm making a video about it. I'm geeked. But then there's that level of clutch where it's in the fucking, you hit a grand slam in the playoffs, in the World Series, and you're doing that in the World. There's different levels of clutch, He does that.
Yeah.
He does that in the World Series. Folks is downtown flipping cars over. Like, there's different levels to it, bro. Like, and I'm not saying that he don't got it in him. I'm just saying I don't see it in him right now. I mean, Fernando Tatis Jr. is Fernando Tatis Jr. Yeah, he's slumping right now. Yeah, or he's not even really slumping. He's starting to slump a little bit, but he's in a home run slump right now. Manny Machado is one of the most respected and one of he's a Hall of Famer, bro. We're talking about Hall of Famers. So it's like,
yeah,
I'm talking about their current form right now, If you're going to
Yeah.
sit here and tell me Tatis, not you specifically, but these motherfuckers on the internet are going to sit here and tell me Tatis is on the same form as Freddie Freeman and Otani, and no, you're fried the fuck out. I don't care. Like I said before, hey, diehard Padres fan, not fucking twacked and delusional though. You know, like I'll be the
Yeah.
first one to say like, yeah, bro, Tatis is not hitting the greatest right now. I don't, I believe he's got it in him, bro. Like I said, he's gonna hit one, and then he's gonna hit 4, 5, 6, but he's gonna cap out at 18.
To your point about the clutch factor, I mean, we've seen of our four superstars that we're always talking about, Fernando, Manny, Jackson Merrills, Andrew Bogarts. We've seen walk-off dingers for the Padres out of all four of those guys multiple times now. What we haven't seen in a long time is a clutch playoff, like series solidifying hit. I'm not even saying like a home run, but just a clutch hit in the playoffs
Yeah,
out of any of those guys. And I think,
in the
um,
playoffs. Okay, I'm gonna recent history. Who's the most clutch player out of all four of them?
oh, out of just the four of those guys in the playoffs, I got to give those flowers to Manny.
Playoffs? I wasn't even talking
Mhm.
playoffs.
I thought we were talking playoffs.
But you brought up playoffs, and then I was like, oh, in the playoff. Like, I guess I kind of set it up as if I was talking playoffs. I wasn't. I'm not talking playoffs. Just in recent history, because how many times? I mean, we've only made the playoffs twice in the last, and we got rounded last year, or 3 times
We, we've made it in the
in like the
last
last 4 years.
In the last 6 years, we've made it 5 times.
Really? Only
We
the
only
super
missed
duper star team couldn't make it.
we only missed 2023 when apparently we had the most stacked lineup of all time.
Yeah.
But that was just cancerous Juan Soto,
Yeah, yeah,
clubhouse cancer Juan Soto.
yeah.
Hey, if you're
Oh,
hearing this, Soto,
we're gonna
I'm
talk about
glad you're
that.
on the Mets, bro. Stay the fuck away from the Padres, will you?
Yeah, yeah,
Man,
yeah, yeah. And we're gonna talk about that Juan Soto sitch. That Juan Soto
yeah,
sitch. Oh. Anyway,
yeah. But no,
recent
right now,
history.
so we made the playoffs in 2020, 21, 22. We missed 23. We made it in 24 and last year.
Damn,
So
what the fuck? Damn. Okay.
yeah, this is the golden era of Padres baseball right now. People don't think about this because they've now gotten so used to it because like when you start to uh have winning seasons as frequently as the Padres have been doing, we start to gain a lot of bandwagon fans, and now these bandwagon fans they have different expectations. They have these high expectations of the baseball team. When you've been watching the Padres as long as you and I have, and even the old heads like in my family that have been watching the Padres since the freaking 70s and 80s, like the expectations are different. When you have the expectations of a lifelong Padres fan, you are enjoying this decade of Padres baseball right
Yeah.
now because this is the golden era of Padres baseball. We get to enjoy October almost every season now,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And we haven't lifted the trophy yet.
We get to
I
enjoy
say
the
yet
very,
because
the very, the very beginning of October.
we get to enjoy some October baseball.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
just put it that
That's
way. We haven't
man.
hoisted that trophy yet. I still think that we're capable of doing it. I don't think our window is quite closed yet. And I mean, who knows? Jose Feliciano is officially the owner of the Padres. Who knows what kind of money he's going to be spending on the squad now? I hope it's a lot.
I hope he's a
Uh,
buyer. If this guy comes in and
yeah,
starts selling folks, podcast is done. I'm ending it. No, that's some bandwagon ass shit. Um,
yeah, no,
yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie though. So from like, I mean, I watched Padres when I was younger, like Brian Giles era, Khalil Green era,
hmm
and brother, I didn't watch for a fucking minute. I was like, you know, prime high school, prime middle school, just like just living life. I was not in the baseball realm, and then um, 2021 came around, and I tuned back in. So if you want to call me bandwagon, you can call me whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? But um, yeah, them middle years, but those were the dog shit years, like dog
yeah,
shit years. What year we got Manny? We
yeah.
got Manny 19, 20.
We got Manny in 2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was kind of that was really the start of everything. Well, the real start of uh, seeing that at the time, our new owner, Peter Seidler, the first signs of him being an owner that was going to spend money is when he went out and got Eric Hosmer. When he got Eric Hosmer, at the time, guy was a stud, superstar. Um, and so we were like, oh, okay, we're serious. We're serious. We're getting players of Eric Hosmer's caliber. We're really going for it. And then we went and got Manny Machado, and it's like, whoa,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
it's for real. And everybody started to lock back in, right?
Yeah.
And
I remember.
then we, bring up that same year we brought up Fernando from the minor leagues, and he started doing his thing. We started building the roster around those guys.
Yeah, I remember because my cousin was always like still tuned in, and he was like, "Oh, we just got Machado," and and I was like, "Oh shit! Like, what the hell? The Padres are like making moves." And then I remember I went to my first game in who knows how long, you know. And then I was like, "Who's this shortstop, bro? He's just exciting to see. White Dre's hanging out the back." I'm like, "Who's bro? I didn't even know, you know." And they're like, "Oh, that's Tatis." I'm like, "Bro, swaggy." Like literally, like I'm walking, pulling up to the first game in forever. Don't know really anybody on the team. I'm like, who the fuck is that dude? Sticks out to me. Like, who's bro? I hope he's not just a flashy guy that sucks, you know. And then bro gets up there and rakes one, you know. I'm like, oh, who's bro? You know, he does have that swag that every like even somebody watching for the first time in 10 years be like, who's this guy? You know what I'm saying? He just has that swag to
Yeah.
him because that was me. That was literally me. And then I was like, damn, this team's kind of exciting to watch again. And literally reeled me back into watching baseball again. Because I dude, at that time, I could give a single fuck about baseball, honestly. I was just, man, flying by the seat of my pants, you know, doing my, you know, the type of shit I was on. But um, yeah. So anyway, what the fuck were we talking about?
Yeah, we were just talking about like when this team started to get real serious, and talking about how long we've been Padres fans.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember going to games. I mean, in the 2000s and then the early 2010s, I was going to games, and watching dudes like, I have a good memory sitting out in right field. I don't even know you're gonna know this name. The dude named Corey Spangenberg played for the Padres. Roped a dinger over my head. I mean, I stood up and jumped up for it, and it just went over my hand.
Oh man.
I was so mad. It ended up like 3 rows behind me. Um, but yeah, I'll never forget that one. I was on the highlight reel for that game. I remember going back and watching the highlights, and I like when that play happens, you
Yeah,
just see me jumping up for the ball.
yeah.
Um,
That
but yeah,
reminds me
I
of a.
mean,
Go ahead.
I definitely go to a lot more baseball games recently. Like in the last 6 seasons. Well, we had the 2020 year, but so let's say the last 5 seasons, I go to a lot more games at Petco Park than I used to. But I was still making sure to go to Padres games, even in those years where we were sub 500
Yeah,
most, if not all, of the time.
dude. There was a there that was at a Padre game 2000 pre 2010. I was born in 98, brother. So like I'm like 10, 11 maybe. I think it was the 2009 Phillies roster. We were big we were big not big Phillies fans. My cousin was a big Phillies fan. He just liked Ryan Howard a lot. Bro, we're in the fucking trolley. We're going to the game, and my uncle is like, I'm gonna get you guys a home run ball." I forget who hit it, bro. I'm trying to find it right now. Um, it was definitely this team right here. You remember Ryan Howard?
It doesn't ring a bell, to tell you the truth.
See, folks is gonna be watching this one like this guy doesn't know who Ryan Howard is. At least I hope
Oh
they
wait,
are. Uh,
no, I wasn't paying attention. It does ring a bell.
Um, that's when Chase Utley was on it. Jimmy Rollins. I forget who hit this home run, bro. Anyway, this dude hits a home run. My cousin, we're in left field. My cousin jumps for this ball with his glove right in front of his face, bro. Tips the front of his shit, goes over his head. My uncle's on it. This fool's diving under chairs. All I know is this: he comes back with baseball in his hand. I'm like, no way this guy said we're gonna get a baseball and came home with a baseball, bro. Like
That's sick.
that's a very core Padres memory. That was I think 2009, 2008, 2009.
Nice.
Yeah, bro. I remember me and my cousin used to watch like Ryan Howard content. I don't know why it was like Ryan Howard content. Maybe it's just Phillies content. Yeah, this is just some throwback ass shit. But um, yeah, so I'm like that era Padres fan, and of course now, but like there was my core growing up years that I did not give a single piss about the Padres, and they were horseshit.
Yeah.
All of Bud Black's era, I'm out. I'm not watching that. Not all of it,
Yeah.
because he was
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
was he was around when like Brian Giles was on the team and stuff. So I was watching then, but then 2010 and up, bro, I'm out.
Yeah.
Even though no,
And it sucks too because
I'm lying. My grandpa bought a season tickets to the Padres when I was in middle school. I think seventh grade. What year would that have been? Maybe 2011, 2011, I think. 2011 season tickets to the Padres. Pop like grandpa is like, oh, you guys are baseball fans? Yeah, buddy was like that though, so he could just do that.
season tickets.
Yeah,
Yeah. Must be nice.
yeah,
Let's get back on track
yeah.
here a
We're
little bit.
spewing. Holy shit,
Yeah, we were just absolutely running our mouths
reminiscing.
about nothing. Yeah. I wanted to. We haven't talked. We haven't really talked about Craig Stammen at all.
Hmm.
So Craig Stammen brings us in a pinch hitter today. Uh, now, if you're a baseball fan, if you're a real deep baseball fan, you understand a little bit about what these managers have to do and how there's a lot of preparation into everything that they do. Um, and we're getting a lot of evidence right now that Craig Stammen is straight up flying by the seat of his pants. So if you're if you're a professional manager, if you're a major league manager, you're seeing who in the opposing team's lineup is coming up, and you're seeing who they have coming up on the mound, against your hitters, so on and so forth, and you're planning accordingly. You should know if you're going to pinch hit somebody, you should know at three batters ahead. You should know that. Okay. But Craig Stammen calls on a pinch hitter today. He wants Ty France up in there. Okay. So he calls him up. Ty France had no clue, had no idea that he was going to be up this inning. He was down in the cages,
So I mean, he must have had
making
a
a
clue
game.
then. He's down in
And
the
he was down in
cages.
the. Well, I mean, they were down. He wasn't working down in the cages. He and a few other guys that weren't in the lineup were down there doing whatever. You
Slapdicking.
know, slapdicking, sure. But he's down in the cages and gets the call. Oh, I need to go right now. I need to go. So now he's hustling, trying to get up there so he can take an AB. Gets a batter violation. Has to start this AB 0-1, dude. Has to start this AB 0-1. Craig, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Stammen, what is that, dude?
yeah.
Now, granted, everything worked out. Ty ended up hitting the 2 RBI triple, right? Uh, giving us the lead in the game. So, it all worked out just fine. And then, later in the game, Gavin Sheets extended that lead with his 2-run shot.
That
So
seems to
we got a
be
W today.
that seems to
That's
be
all that matters.
Stammen
But
though. Like he makes bad pitching choices. He's making bad pinch hitting choices. He's starting people that shouldn't be starting. He's not hitting people that should be hit. But our record looks good. You know, run differential's
yeah,
horseshit, but our record
run
looks good.
differential is it's actually better after this series.
After this series, yes.
Yeah, but it's like somehow just a few games ago, before we started this Giant series, our run differential was like -2, and that was good enough for like third place in the National League.
Yeah,
How? How? With a negative run differential in a wild card spot
yeah,
and a half game behind the Dodgers. That makes no sense.
no
But hey,
sense.
whatever. We'll keep taking the wins as they come, dude. You
Yeah,
know what I
that's what
mean?
three walk-offs in a row at home get you. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
crazy wins that we were pulling out in the beginning of the season, where I was like, oh man, I don't know about this.
hmm All it really means, like the run differential thing, is that we're winning the close games and our losses are blowouts. That's really all that means. If you have a good uh, if you have a good record with a shitty run differential, that's all that means. So
Yeah, we lost 8-0 to the Chicago White Sox.
yeah, yeah, we were at that game, weren't we, buddy?
Were we? No, then
Yeah.
we no. That I thought we
Oh
lost
no,
eight
that was
zero, but
game one. We were at game two,
yeah, where we lost 4-0
something like that,
because
dude.
he
But
could have
no, game one, no game one was we lost 8-2. Game two, we
okay,
lost 4-0. So
okay,
we were
yeah.
at game two when we got shut out
So that's 12-2 right
by the
there,
White
run
Sox.
differential. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
unbelievable. Losing but it's baseball. It
yeah,
happens. You lose to some bad teams sometimes, but I hate to say it, the Dodgers, they don't lose to teams they shouldn't lose to, bro. And if they do, it's rare. Like they lose to the
yeah,
Rockies, we're like, damn, bro, they lost to the Rockies today. Oh shit,
yeah.
like it's.
They did just drop 2 out of 3 to the Marlins. The Marlins have been playing better this season,
I
but
don't know about
they
the
still
Marlins,
dropped two
but
out of three to the
I'm still
Marlins.
like, damn, they lost 2 out of 3 to the Marlins. It's like
hmm
we lose to the White Sox, and we're pissed because we're Padres fans, but like
Yeah,
I don't know if people are like, oh damn, the Padres lost 2-3 to the White Sox. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But
yeah,
um see, like if we were playing like this, how we played in these last two games, if we were playing like this in the beginning of the season, winning games like this, I would have been like, oh man, the team is absolutely on fire. I was saying they were on fire anyway, but I'm like, I wouldn't be like, is this sustainable? Because those types of wins are
yeah,
sustainable. You know what I mean? You're not pulling
yeah,
some trick out of your ass in the ninth inning.
yeah. These two games that we took from the Giants, those felt like sustainable wins.
Yeah,
Those weren't something that we eked out late. No, we beat up on the Giants in game two and three. We lost. Wasn't it a close game in game one? Yeah, we lost a 3-2 ball game in game one. And then we crushed them in game two, 10-5, and crushed them today, 5-1. Those are sustainable wins. That was good pitching and potent offense. So happy
yeah.
with those ones. We need a lot more of those.
I don't.
Because
I don't.
again, the walk offs are fun and they're flashy and they're exciting, but you're not going to win 90 plus ball games like that.
No,
It's
no
not going to
way.
happen.
I don't know.
Nope.
I honestly don't even know our schedule. I don't know who we're playing next or when we're playing. So enlighten me on that real quick.
We are playing the Cardinals
I
in a
hear that.
4-game series. Um, Game one, favorable matchup for us. We got Michael Keane going up against Liberator. Uh, Liberator is 1-1 with a 4.50 ERA, 23 Ks. Um,
Starting tomorrow or what?
yeah, that's tomorrow.
That's away,
With a
right?
7-10
Or home?
start. Yeah, no, it's a home game. 7-10 start though. I don't know why we're starting at
7-10.
7-10. Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah,
that's I figured that's who would be starting that game for us, and I just wanted to touch on that. Um, when we were at the game, it was what, game two against the White Sox.
yeah,
Me and you were. I know the fans hated us. I'm gonna get that out there. We were blabbermouthing. First of all, just blabbermouthing, and second of all,
yeah,
every time this guy threw a first pitch ball to a hitter, we're hot. He had zero command that game, like zero command. Walking dudes, not getting ahead in counts. Uh, yeah, I need to see the complete opposite. That's somebody that we're like, we got King on the bump today. Like, is looking good. Like
yeah,
this is a very winnable game. I don't care who we're playing. We got King on the bump today. A very winnable game. You cannot be going
yep,
out there and throwing like that, bro. Losing to the White Sox, bro. Come on. Like,
yeah.
so that,
King's issue in that game was command. Um, yeah, he just could not seem to find the zone. Walked a lot of guys, and a lot of those walks were turning into runs. So. He needs to fix that command, find the freaking zone, because yeah,
Yeah.
that was driving me nuts. I think by the fifth inning, he was already somewhere in the 80 pitch range, and that's not ideal. So
Hold up.
um,
Just literally just say like that's not ideal again.
yeah, that's not ideal.
Yeah, no, that's not ideal. Um,
Oh,
so we are looking for a. I'm looking for a bounce back outing out of him. I know the Cardinals are pretty good this year, and I
Cardinals
need
are
to
playing some good baseball.
see him pitching pissed off. Like he
Yeah,
seems like a pretty chill dude.
yeah,
I need you to bring some fire to the game. You know.
yeah. We've got some good matchups against their starting pitcher tomorrow. Uh, our favorite, Miguel Andujar, in 99 ABs, batting 667. So 6 for 9 against Liberator. We've got Castellanos batting 250 with 8 ABs. Bryce Johnson, good old B Johnson, dude,
Uh,
batting 1,000 off him.
1 for 1.
2 for 2.
Let's go. Nah, bro.
um,
If Andujar, it'll be some just prime scam and shit. If Andujar is not in the lineup tomorrow, brother, I
oh
don't give a
man,
piss what he did today. If he went 0 for 7 today somehow, give a piss. With those stats,
yeah,
and his recent form, bro, it's getting to the point where I'm like, Andujar's up, double. Just give him a double. Like this dude
yeah.
is insane,
He
and he's
better be
like,
in the lineup tomorrow.
and he's this good against this guy. He better be in that lineup tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Manny's batting well against this guy, 400 clip. Merrill's batting well against this guy, 500 clip. That's 5 and 6 ABs for each of them. Um, so yeah, hoping for a good start to the series tomorrow. We'll see where we go from there, because yeah, the Cardinals are playing good baseball right now. They're 21-15. So these are not going to be easy dubs. These are going to be hard fought. But we know that this team's got it. These Padres got it in them.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. I don't see. That's another thing. I'm never like, oh man, we're gonna get fucking slammed. You know,
yeah,
uh, like yeah. I'm never. It's very rare that I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be a rough one.
yeah,
If it's like the back end of our rotation is going up against the Dodgers or something, I might be like, not looking good. But
yeah.
we were saying that about the what series were we saying that about? The Giants, maybe. Maybe I'm
In
yeah
the second series of the year.
yeah. The most recent one. What do you mean?
Or are you talking about the series that we just
The
wrapped up
series that we
today?
just wrapped up today. But
Oh, okay. My bad.
I think that we were under the impression that we were playing the Cardinals with the back half, and we were like, oh man, it's not looking good. But we were like a series ahead or something.
Yeah.
That was misinformation by my co-host, y'all. Misinformation by him. Told me that we're playing the
Me?
Cardinals. Yeah. Before we played the Giants this second time, the homie was telling me like, "Oh, we got the Cardinals next. We're gonna get swept by the White Sox, and then we're gonna get swept
Next
by the Cardinals."
next home stand.
No, see, he pulls shit like this. No, see, this is that
Oh,
shit that no. You
all
didn't
right,
say
buddy.
we're gonna get
No,
swept back to back. We were a few brews deep at the game. I mean, you know.
just mad as hell at what we were watching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, all in all, like, just to recap it a little bit, Padres are kind of right where we expected them to be. They started out the season super hot, and we expected them to kind of come down and skid a little bit and play a little bit of 500 baseball. That's where they're at right now. They had that nice hot stretch, and they just got, you know, in a little stretch where they were playing about 500 ball, a little bit less than that. But they just picked up that series dub against the Giants. So hopefully it's looking up from there. Um, we got some tough
Yeah.
matchups coming up. So keep rooting for these Padres, brother.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, I wanted to touch on something before we go. Campusano,
I got something going in my brain too. So go ahead.
Campusano fouled one off his toe, or took a foul off his toe. Either way, Campusano's hurt right now. I don't know how long he's going to be out. Um, Freddie Fermin not batting very well. Freddie's batting 150 Uh, I don't know how sustainable that is or what we're gonna do about the catching position,
You
but
need to see. Do you need to see a lefty come up or?
I think I need to see a youngster come
Yeah,
up out of the AA San Antonio Missions because he's been down there crushing the
bro's
baseball,
been raking down there, raking.
raking down there in AA. Ethan, where are you at, buddy? We got injured catchers on the major league roster.
we
We need some fucking help.
we got dipshits. We got dipshits not wearing shin guards at the plate, fouling them off their toe. I literally watched it happen. I watched that shit happen, and I looked down at his foot, and he don't have a shin guard on. I'm like, what is this guy doing? This is the only guy that in the last 5 years of baseball that I've watched, I haven't seen him hit it with a shin guard. Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing? And then you fouling off your toe and you're injured. It's like, buddy.
Yep. Yep.
I literally remember thinking, like literally exactly that. This guy fouls one off his foot, starts jumping around and shit, and I'm like, look down at his foot. He doesn't have a shin guard on. I'm like, I don't know the last time I saw a player not hit without a shin guard. You know, or
Yeah.
on
It's going to be
foot guard.
interesting to see what Preller and our front office decide to do about the catching situation right now. Because again, all we really have right now is Freddie. With who knows how long Campusano is going to be down. Hopefully, it's not long because he's been on fire too. But
He's starting to come down a little bit. You know, but
I
he's been
just
on fire.
I would love to see
Yeah.
young Ethan Salas get some major league reps
Hey,
and see what that would look like.
people would have said that Schilt pulled up Merrill too early, right?
Hmm.
And 20 minutes ago, we were just saying that, hey, this series, bro, is looking like his rookie year. We're comparing him to his rookie
Yeah.
year. Like, I need to see him his rookie year. You know.
Yeah.
So,
That
hey,
decision wasn't on Schilt though. That's all. Those roster moves are up to the GM. So that's all AJ Preller.
I don't give a
It's all
piss
up
who
to
it was
him.
up
He's
to.
in.
Give a piss who it was
Yeah.
up to. Pull him up. I want to see him up against some
It
big
was the
leaguers.
right. It was the right
It
move.
was the
Yeah.
right move.
I would love to see Salas get up there. That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. Get Salas
Um,
up there. I mean, there comes. You have to test him against the big boys at some point.
mhm.
Why not see what he's got? He's been raking down there right now anyway, so you know his form's good. Why not
Yeah.
bring him up, see what he's
Yeah.
got?
He must be feeling well. Back ain't hurting
Yeah,
because he's down there crushing the baseball.
yeah, exactly. I got a scenario
What'd
for
you
you,
have in
right?
mind?
3-0, right? It's 3-0. You're catching, right? It's 3-0 on the hitter, though. All of a sudden, bro looks back at you. What should I do right now? Should I swing or take? I'll do whatever you say. What are you going to say?
Why would I not tell him to take? I mean, dude, what? Juan Soto, are you fucking dumb?
He might be dumb. He's
This
dumb.
guy's he's got it might not be the most per year, but in dollar amount, biggest contract in the history of baseball. What is it? 700 and what is
65,
it?
and he can.
$765 million over 15 years. And you're asking the catcher if you should take on 3-0 and then again immediately on 3-1. And then on a full count after the pitcher throws two down the pipe on your full count, you just pop it up. What did he? Is that what happened? Did he
Yeah,
pop it
popped
up?
it up to left field. Like,
Dude,
I don't even think you can sit this guy because he'll be stoked. He'll be stoked.
yeah,
You bench him for a series. Oh my god, I'm fining him. First of all, I need $1 million. You're getting fined $1 million for that. Give a piss. What are you doing? First of like, the Mets are horse shit too. They're not good right now. They're not. And you're so this shit's just a joke to you. This whole shit is a joke to
yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah,
what is going through your head, brother? Like, he thinks he's above everybody. Bro,
yeah,
I'm either gonna bench bro for an entire series, possibly two, or like, what do you do? What can because he might literally be stoked that he's on the bench and he doesn't have to play and he's just collecting a
yeah,
dumbass check. That's why he
yeah.
loves his money so much. He literally got accept. Didn't he get? Oh yeah, he didn't make the All Star team last year, and he was like, yeah, I mean, I would have loved making that money. It's like, motherfucker. So you're clearly money driven. Oh, I'm taxing bro's pockets. You want to pull some dumbass shit like that in the MLB. You're in the MLB, bro. This isn't some pickup game. You know, you're playing with your boys. You're fried the fuck out. I'm taxing you $1 million.
Clubhouse cancer, brother. That's that kind of shit right there that I'm glad that we didn't sign. I am so glad we didn't sign that guy to a long-term deal because
Yeah.
holy,
Yeah, no, me
it's
too. At first, I was like, "Fuck."
if I'm the owner, if I'm the guy writing those paychecks, I'm
Uh,
so
uh, uh.
pissed off.
Oh
I'm so
man.
pissed off.
At
That's
first,
all
when
bad,
when
man.
when we didn't sign him, I was like, like damn. Just because that's one of those players. Every time he walks up to the plate, you're excited. And it's like even if we had by the end of the season, we knew we were making the playoffs, and it's like holy shit, Soto's hitting right now. It just looked crazy to see Soto in a Padres uniform, but I'm glad that we didn't sign that guy. You know,
Yeah,
and they say like a
yeah,
team full of superstars that it doesn't bode well. Too many
no,
egos getting involved in shit. You need the SMSs that are going to dig some shit out. You need them players that know their position on the team. Um, and I mean, it showed we didn't even make the playoffs that year. But yeah, I just wanted to
yeah.
bring a little lighthearted shit to the you know end of the show. And with that being said, um, yeah, that's going to be it for the fifth episode of the San Diego podcast. Um, just yeah, loving the content, loving pushing the content out. Like we said, we apologize for missing an episode or two. My guy was in town. He resides uh, out of state now. He had to move out of state, so everyone every once in a while they come back, they see the fam and stuff. So we're gonna figure out a way to do some in person podcasts because they do come pretty often to town. So we're gonna get that set up so we don't need to miss any uploads. But yeah, we're gonna pump a few out and get back on track. And yeah, just appreciate the support as always. Uh, Hit the like button, comment, anything to get us in the algorithm and help us out. Yeah, appreciate the support as always.
Appreciate all the follows on Instagram too at SD Podcast, SDPAD Cast. That's been super helpful too. I mean, when we're loving cranking out all the videos on Instagram too, and
Yeah,
seeing all the love and support you guys are showing there. It's been awesome. So yeah, we're gonna keep pushing these out. We have fun making them. So as long as you guys are listening and tuning in and following on Instagram, we're gonna keep it going. So
exactly.
appreciate all the support, guys.
Numbers don't matter, but we're already up over 600 followers, and we made it like 2.5 maximum 3 weeks ago.
Mhm.
So it's the
Yeah,
support has been insane, and yeah,
over 500,000 views on our videos already is insane.
it's just
And
that.
that's the Instagram videos. We're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
nowhere near that on YouTube videos,
No, no,
but
no.
still, it's crazy still.
YouTube's definitely harder to get people to tune into. They don't just swipe
Mhm.
and then a video pops on their screen. I mean, technically in
Mhm.
shorts, but whatever. Yeah, no, 500,000 already in 3 weeks. Call it. That's hard to fathom. Like, our videos have come across 500,000, not 500,000 screens, but they've gotten played 500,000 times, over 500,000 times in the past 3 weeks. We're just like two dudes that are like, dude, we talk on the phone every night about the Padres. Why not just start it? Why not just make some content with it? And then
Yeah.
it's just crazy to think about. But yeah, like I said, we appreciate the support as always, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.